welcome to the November Hoboken Board of Education meeting. It's hard to believe that we're headed into winter and the holidays, but I want to thank once again our teachers and staff and administration and our superintendent for a successful first few months of school. And with that being said, Ms. Good, can you please read the statement of compliance?
This meeting is being held in conformity to the Open Public Meeting Act, NJSA 10:4-6. Proper public notice of the meeting was published in the local papers on November 7, 2020. If any board member or member of the public in attendance believes that the meeting is in violation of the Open Public Meeting Act, the Hoboken Board of Education requests that they make a statement at this time. The board wishes to make those in attendance aware that this meeting is being recorded on video and will be broadcast by the board at a later date on CATV Channel 77 and FiOS Channel 46. The full meeting recording will also be made available on board docs, which can be accessed through the district homepage. The Hoboken Board of Education is committed to preserving the decorum of the public process and is mindful that we live in an electronic age of computers, cell phones, and other electronic communication devices. Nevertheless, we respectfully request that all meeting participants kindly silence their electronic devices during the course of the meeting, and if use of the device is necessary, we ask that you please leave the meeting room if you need to conduct personal business.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Can we take the roll call, please?
Ms. Calamatore.
Here.
Ms. Zalera.
Here.
Mr. Delatorre.
Here.
Ms. Hanna.
Here.
Mr. Cluckful.
Here.
Ms. McGirt.
Here.
Ms. Simon.
Here.
Ms. Takarian.
Here.
Ms. Amy.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Okay, so we are going to start the meeting off with our student recognitions, and I will pass the meeting over to Ms. Rodriguez-Gomez.
Thank you. Good evening. Good evening, members.
Good evening, members of our esteemed Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Johnson, administrators, faculty, family, and of course, the most important, our students joining us tonight via Google Meet as we continue to focus on social distancing measures. I am honored to stand before you today and introduce our talented principals as they very shortly take the podium and celebrate our students. As I've stated in the past, it is my humble opinion, and I'm sure that all of you will agree, that all of our students, both on-site and remote, deserve to be recognized for completing now an almost full marking period of instruction during these most challenging times. While we are absolutely proud of all, the students we will celebrate tonight have truly excelled and proven that no matter what, anything and everything is possible in Hoboken. So please, let me let someone in. Okay. So please give us all of your attention as we celebrate them for doing their best to show us their very best. As is our process, we will begin with the Joseph F. Brandt Principal, Principal Bartlett. He will celebrate his selection at the podium and will then introduce the Connors Principal, Miss Addie, and she will follow the same pattern, introducing our presenters, the principals Shannon, Mara, and Pica Pietra of Wallace, Hoboken Middle, and Hoboken High School, respectively. Thank you for your attention tonight, and with that, I'd invite Principal Bartlett up to the podium.
Thank you, Mrs. Rodriguez Gomez. I'd like to start by saying congratulations to Rebecca Collins, the Joseph F. Brandt Student of the Month for October 2020. Rebecca was nominated by her 5th grade homeroom teacher, Ms. Giampa. Rebecca has transitioned seamlessly from remote learning to her classroom community. She is a very responsible, motivated, and passionate student. She comes to school every day with a smile on her face, an excitement for learning, and a dedication to going above and beyond. Rebecca pays close attention to details and makes sure that her daily work is accurate and of the utmost quality. She continuously sets a positive example for her peers and is dedicated to helping her classmates succeed and grow in every way she can. Ms. Giampa is incredibly proud of her and said, "Rebecca is a remarkable learner because she is self-motivated and always challenges herself to give her very best. She is a great example of what it means to be a student of the month and is a positive role model for all. She is hardworking, helpful, respectful, and kind to everyone. Her work ethic and kind heart will take her far. It is with great pleasure that I nominated Rebecca for this honor. Keep up the great work, Rebecca. I'm so proud of you." Rebecca is always one of those students who takes the time to say hello to me as I walk throughout the building. Whether in the hallway, the cafeteria, or when I pop in and visit her homeroom, even with a mask on, I can tell Rebecca has a smile on her face and is excited to be in school. She is indeed a model student, exhibiting a work ethic along with such a great personality that if she could bottle it up and sell it, she'd be a millionaire. I have no doubts that Rebecca will find success in whatever it is she chooses to do now and in the future. Her work ethic, focus, and drive are reflected in the fact that Rebecca has achieved honor roll throughout her entire academic career and earned 2 dance trophies. She quickly made an impact on her classmates and teachers this year with her excitement for learning and a dedication to give her best effort. She is a wonderful example of Brandt pride. Family means everything to Rebecca. Just recently, her family got a new 4-month-old puppy, Augie, that she enjoys spending time with and taking for walks. She also loves to dance, practice gymnastics, listen to music, play the violin, and exercise. Rebecca has aspirations to one day be a teacher or a veterinarian. Whenever she chooses to apply, I would hire her in a heartbeat. We can't wait to see what great things the future holds for her. Rebecca said she is extremely honored to receive this recognition and takes great pride in being a student here at Brandt Elementary School. Please join me as we congratulate Rebecca Collins, the Joseph F. Brandt Elementary School Student of the Month for October 2020. Certificate to you when we see you at school.
Thank you.
Congratulations. This time I'd like to welcome to the podium Miss Juliana Addy, the principal of the Thomas G. Connors Elementary School.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to congratulate Thomas Gunn and his family for being awarded the Student of the Month for October at T.G. Connors Elementary School. Thomas is a 5th grader in Miss Saluzzo's remote class. Thomas has shown so much growth and maturity. Miss Saluzzo has worked with Thomas for several years now, and she has seen such an amazing change in his attitude and work ethic. Though this year is different from those in the past, he has not skipped a beat in 5th grade. Thomas has taken responsibility for completing all of his work on time, joining his daily Google Meet video sessions, and showing up prepared with his video muted and materials in hand. He participates throughout the day and volunteers to share his work. When his classmates are having trouble figuring out any technology issue or lost their place reading on the computer, Thomas is one of the first people to offer a solution and help that person out. Thomas is an amazing friend to everyone in his class. During independent work, if Thomas is having difficulty with an assignment, he takes the initiative to come back onto remote learning during his brain break or after he finishes his special activities for extra help. He takes pride in what he does and wants to submit his best work. Recently, Thomas wrote a 4-paragraph narrative essay that he was so excited to share. He couldn't wait to read it to one of his other teachers and then come back on to Miss Aluzzo's video session to read it to his classmates. He is becoming so much more confident and is realizing his potential. I am so proud of how hard Thomas has been working and the amount of effort he has shown. I am so excited to watch Thomas continue to strive toward success. I want to wish Thomas and his family a huge congratulations. Thomas, we are so proud of you. Congratulations. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Martin Shannon, principal of Wallace Elementary School.
Good evening, everyone. We are here tonight to celebrate Leah Lally, our Wallace School Student of the Month for October 2020. Leah is a second-grade student in Miss Becker's class. Miss Becker nominated Leah for her exceptional work ethic and kindness to others. Leah shows up every day with a smile, positive attitude. Thanks. Leah shows up every day with a smile, positive attitude, and ready to learn. She is always willing to lend a helping hand to her teachers and her peers. Leah serves as an excellent role model for others. As Leah's principal, I appreciate the positive energy she brings to the school community. Whether in class, at recess, in the hallways, or over Google Meet, Leah has a way of exuding positivity towards students and staff alike. I am proud she is one of the students for Student of the Month for October. Ms. Becker says, Leah is a hard worker and always tries her best. She is always putting care into her daily work and frequently goes above and beyond the minimum requirements for assignments. Leah's hobbies include reading, dancing, gymnastics, playing with her friends, and being with her family. Leah wants to be a teacher when she grows up. All of her teachers appreciate Leah's dedication to her academics and know she will continue to keep up the great work. When Leah found out she was the Student of the Month, she stated, I am so happy and excited to be nominated, and I will continue learning even more this school year. What an amazing student. Let's hear it from Leah, our Wallace School Student of the Month. Leah, this is for you. Is that your sister? This is for you. I'll bring it to you tomorrow. At this time, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Miss Anna Mara, principal of Hoboken Middle School.
Hi, Leah. Much shorter. Rebecca, can you hear me? Yes? No? Do you want to? I could bring it up on my computer and she might be able to hear me that way. Yeah, is it okay if I try that quickly? Okay.
Rebecca, can you hear me now? Good? Okay. Rebecca Lopez has been described by her teachers as respectful, eager to learn, and a diligent worker. Nominated by Mrs. Gentili, Rebecca has been nominated for her academic diligence, her work ethic, and the support she provides to her peers and her kind and helpful nature. Ms. Gentili said, "Rebecca is a pleasure to have in class. She is dependable and kind, always completes her work on time and does it well. She also has a very helpful nature with her classmates, always there to lend a helping hand, especially when it comes to navigating through assignments and technology. Rebecca is a model student." Mr. Stasiak shared, "Rebecca is a member of the Hoboken Middle School Band, the District Flute Ensemble, and the Rockin' Red Wings. A quiet leader, she sets an example for her fellow band members, working diligently to learn her parts. Rebecca always challenges herself with the most difficult repertoire and delves deep to perfect the details of the music." When speaking with Rebecca, she shared that when she found out she was Student of the Month, she didn't really expect it, but was very excited. Rebecca is an artist and enjoys painting landscapes and animations. She enjoys listening to lo-fi music, plays the flute for Mr. Stasiak and Miss Afcom, and prior to COVID, played basketball regularly. She is really looking forward to being able to play once again when COVID is over. Her favorite class is science with Miss Gentili, and while she isn't sure what her college major will be, she is quite certain it will have something to do with art and will keep her close to home. One of Rebecca's good friends is Elijah. Elijah shared that Rebecca always does her work, never interrupts the class, and always pays attention. She is amazing as a friend, nice, caring, and always there for you. Rebecca has two younger brothers at Hoboken Middle School, Matthew in 7th grade and Noah in 6th grade, and I spoke to them today. They said, "We think Rebecca being Student of the Month is very cool. We are very proud of her and she is a great big sister. She helps us do a lot of things like our homework." Noah shared that Rebecca keeps him motivated to do well in school, and on behalf of Noah, Matthew, and they included your younger sister, Sophia, they said, "Good job and we love you." Rebecca's mom, Margarita, shared that she just wanted to say, "I'm so proud of you and your achievements, Rebecca. You are the best big sister and daughter. Your 3 siblings look up to you, especially Sophia. Mom can't be any more proud of you. Keep up the good work. This achievement shows that hard work does pay off. Congratulations." Please join me in congratulating Rebecca Lopez as Hoboken Middle School's Student of the Month for October. I would now like to call Ms. Picapietra, the principal of Hoboken High School, to the podium.
Good evening. Hi, Ariana. I'm proud tonight to announce Ariana Gilliard as our October Student of the Month. Quiet and unassuming would be how I describe Ariana. She's a beautiful young lady that I have had the pleasure of getting to know over the past 6 years. A strong student that boasts a GPA of over 3.8 and a powerful transcript that has AP and honors level coursework throughout her high school career. It is no surprise that Ms. Chekhov nominated her for this great honor. She shared that Ariana, wonderful student who is highly self-motivated. She infuses effort into all of her assignments and she voluntarily assists struggling students. She is extremely mature and responsible, and she is an active member of the Red Wing community, adding to Hoboken High School's school spirit. Ms. Miller shares that Ariana is an outstanding student in theater class. She is a classroom leader and is always prepared for class. She tries all theater activities, even if they push her out of her comfort zone. She exemplifies dedication to wanting to further develop public speaking skills. She is a pleasure to have as a student. Miss Lisa has echoed these sentiments, calling her one of the most dedicated students she has. It is no surprise that Ariana is the president of the National Honor Society and also a member of the National Spanish Honor Society, African American Culture Club, and Hispanic Culture Club. Athletically, she loves cheer and is a varsity cheerleader. I sat down with Erica today and asked her what drives her. She credits her parents. She said they always encourage her to learn about new things in order to ensure she has a bright future. Deep down, she said she just loves school. She loves coming to school, learning in school, and being a part of socializing in school. Her best friends, Kayela, Azaria, and Zanaya, and they would say, I asked her what they would say about her. She said she is energetic and extremely talkative. I find that hard to believe, as she's a woman of few words. I asked her how she would describe herself. Motivated, adaptive, creative, and responsible. I found adaptive to be the most strong word to choose to describe yourself, and I think it's something that'll serve you very well moving forward. Her greatest desire is to take a vacation to Hawaii. She has read and heard so many beautiful things, and she also shared she wouldn't mind living in Canada. I asked why, and she's just kind of like, it's a pretty cool place that's pretty chill. Ariana's in the thick of college applications as her post-secondary plans include studying psychology. She wants to continue after that and eventually study psychiatry. I asked her what makes her choose that field. She shared she loves to help people and knows there is a great need for mental health support. While she plans to go away for college, she doesn't want to go too far. She wants to be close enough to come home on weekends if she wants to. And she knows she can always come home for a visit. We are proud of you, Ariana. You exemplify everything I would want a Red Wing to be. I wish you the greatest success. I look forward to the next few months with you, and congratulations.
Thank you guys and congratulations. Have a lovely night. Congratulations to all of our students recognized tonight. Keep up the great work and you make us extremely proud. Next, I will turn the meeting over to Dr. Johnson for our superintendent's report.
Okay. Good evening and congratulations to all of our students of the month. I'd like to take this opportunity to provide the Board of Education with some updates from across the district. First and foremost, we are watching the city's COVID numbers very closely. Just as we're watching any cases that are affecting our school populations, both at the staff and the student levels, we're also watching the cases in the county and also across the state. As you know, we did shift our 6th grade at Hoboken Middle School to remote learning, as well as Wallace Elementary School to remote learning 2 weeks back, but both groups returned to on-site learning yesterday. Some individuals, whether it be through email or social media, have asked the question what additional precautions were put into place as a result of the shift to remote learning. The answer to that question is actually that the precautionary measures were already in place. The precautionary measures that were in place ensured that the one positive case that we had at the 6th grade level at Hoboken Middle School and the 2 positive cases later actually determined to be 1, at Wallace Elementary School did not spread, leading to any additional connected positive cases in either school. Of course, however, we have been reviewing protocols such as ensuring that classroom windows remain open for adequate ventilation, and that we will do certain things such as ensuring that playground equipment in public parks at recess time are not used, and that playgrounds such as the Wallace Elementary School will not be open after school hours to the public and on weekends. It will be closed. That would just ensure that we have the opportunity to clean the playground after uses during gym time, recess time. It'll be closed. It can then be sanitized again and safely used for our children in the following day or during the following day. I'm proud to announce that 2 awards the district has received from Project Lead the Way will be announced in a more large-scale way in the upcoming weeks. As you know, all of our schools have earned the National Schools of Distinction Awards for STEM Learning through Project Lead the Way, but we were recently notified that we have earned the 2019-2020 National Distinguished District Award for STEM learning, which we've kind of been waiting for 3 years, and we finally met all the criteria for that. And we were also notified that the district was awarded the Community Celebration Award for our work during last year's period of remote learning during the COVID shutdown. Both of these awards will result in Project Lead the Way presenting the district with social media press releases and banners for each school to hang in their lobbies or outside. Also on this agenda, you will see stipends being approved for a number of co-curricular activities. As our fall seasons are beginning to wind down, you're going to see more of our clubs and activities are going to be in full swing for competitions where our students are going to be participating remotely. So whether it's Harvard Mom of Congress or Mock Trial or, for example, the Math Club, our kids are engaged. And I think it's important to know that whether children are working remotely or on site, they are going to continue to be engaged in these widespread competitions. Ms. Miller's theater students are preparing for the high school show. This year they're going to be performing a production called She Kills Monsters. They are going to be showing that production via live stream. Shows are going to be on February 5th and 6th at 7 p.m. and February 7th at 2 p.m. The content is geared for more mature audiences over the age of 13. She's going to make sure that that is clearly marked on all of the materials. It's definitely not a show for elementary age students. That show was selected hopefully to contribute to their candidacy for the International Thespians Competition at the end of the school year. So it's important that they're going to be producing that show now. With that being said, they're going to sell tickets on BookTix, and those tickets might already be on sale. If not, probably within the next couple days they'll be on sale. There's also going to be a number of other exciting learning activities throughout the district for both elementary, middle, and high school students, including a weekend hike on both a Saturday and Sunday for middle and high school students in partnership with Team Wilderness. So please stay tuned for a number of these activities that are going to be coming up over the next 2 weeks. They'll all be published in the upcoming editions of the Herald, so stay tuned for all of those.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Wonderful news on the district's most recent recognitions, and I love that the district is partnering with some really cool businesses such as Team Wilderness and the Hoboken Sailing Club to offer these wonderful opportunities to our middle and high school students. Next, we will move on to reports. Ms. Good, do you have a business administrator's report tonight?
No, it's not on the agenda.
Okay. Curriculum, Ms. McGurk.
The curriculum committee met virtually on November 4th. In attendance were Superintendent Dr. Johnson, Assistant Superintendent Ms. Rodriguez-Gomez, Ms. Angley, Ms. Cadamatori, and myself. There is one item on the agenda tonight, and we are recommending it for approval. We also discussed the recent progress in the living classroom at the middle school. With the COVID-19 pandemic, this project unfortunately has not come to fruition as quickly as we would have liked. But there is a lot of progress right now, and we look forward to the learning experiences that the middle school students will be having in the near future moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Facilities, Ms. Cadamatori.
The Facilities Committee met remotely on November 4th. In attendance were Dr. Johnson, Mr. Callahy, Ms. Angley, Ms. Simons, Ms. McGurk, and myself. There are a few items on the agenda, which we recommend all of them for approval, including long-term plan in compliance with the Alyssa's law and a grant in connection with the same, as well as approval of recommendation of a maintenance budget amount worksheet and comprehensive maintenance plan facilities checklist for fiscal year 2021. There were no facilities requests during this period. Thank you.
Thank you. Finance, Ms. Khanna.
The Finance Committee met on Wednesday, November 4th at 7 p.m. In attendance were Ms. Good, Ms. Angley, Mr. Curian, Mr. Delatorre, and myself. The committee reviewed and discussed all agenda items and recommends all for board approval. We would like to thank Irene Sobolov for her donation to the Hoboken High School Music Department. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Governance, Mr. Delatorre.
The Governance Committee met virtually on Wednesday, November 4th at 6 p.m. In attendance were Dr. Johnson, Ms. Angley, Ms. Delera, Mr. Kirian, and myself. We discussed all agenda items and recommended all for approval. Also, on behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to extend a heartfelt congratulations to Mrs. Alicia Santiago on her retirement. Mrs. Santiago has served the Hoboken Public School District for 30+ years as both a paraprofessional and clerk. Brent, Wallace, Hoboken High School, and most recently Connors Elementary have benefited from her service. Please join me in congratulating Mrs. Santiago and wishing her nothing but the best in retirement.
And Wellness, Ms. Delera.
Sure. Good evening. The Wellness Committee met virtually on November 4th at 12 p.m. In attendance were Ms. Angley, Ms. Khanna, Ms. Simons, Dr. Johnson, Ms. Rodriguez, and myself. There are no items on the agenda for tonight, and I don't have anything to report out. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving on to my report. It's been a hot topic lately, and I think we can all agree that pilot agreements as they stand do not benefit public education. In a city like Hoboken, pilot agreements should not be necessary to incentivize development, and as we have all seen, they dismantle the way the finances should work in a community. When a city negotiates a pilot agreement with a developer, they negotiate away the traditional taxes that the development would have paid to the Hoboken Public School District to fund public education, if not for the pilot agreement. Instead, the pilot payments by law can only go directly to the city and the county. In 2016, the City Council passed a resolution to right this wrong by committing to pay the Hoboken Public School District a portion of the city's payment. This payment was meant to alleviate some of the burden put on Hoboken taxpayers as a result of this pilot, in addition to addressing the additional enrollment the school district will experience as a result of this development. If we fast forward to today, we know that the City Council has budgeted the amount to be paid to the district in its current budget. However, the money has not been paid. Recently, the board has put out numerous factual communications regarding the pilot and simply has asked the City Council to recognize what is lawful and to proceed accordingly. The Board of Education stands clear that as the only taxing authority with regard to school taxes in Hoboken, as the only school district in Hoboken to experience overall enrollment growth as a result of the development, and the fact that it is not lawful for the City Council nor the BOE to cut checks to the charter schools, that the payment be made to the Hoboken Public School District. This afternoon, the Education Subcommittee of the City Council organized a virtual meeting that Ms. Cadamatori, Ms. McGurk, Mr. Gagliardi, and I participated in, along with charter representatives, their legal counsel, and representatives from the City Council, including councilpersons Jabor, Giatino, Ramos, and Fisher. While the City Council has moved on from suggesting unlawful means of sharing the pilot money with the charters, the attorney representing the charters will be going to Trenton to advocate for the pilot funds to be shared via their funding formula. He will keep our board attorney, Mr. Gagliardi, abreast of his communications with Trenton, which will determine the board's path forward. We have been firm and clear that while the charters can advocate for themselves, the duty of the Hoboken Board of Education is to ensure that any path forward will not harm the students of the Hoboken Public School District. That is my report tonight. I think now we will move on to public comments on agenda items. Nothing? Okay, moving on to the consent agenda. Is there a motion? Ms. Good, can we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Cadamatori?
Yes.
Ms. Alera?
Yes.
Mr. Delatorre?
Yes.
Ms. Khanna?
Yes.
Mr. Buckles?
I abstain on item 10.04 and vote yes on the remaining items.
Ms. McGurk?
Yes.
Ms. Simon?
I abstain from 6.01 and yes on everything else.
Ms. Zakarian?
Yes.
Ms. Angley?
I will also abstain on item 6.01 and yes to everything else.
Motion passes.
Okay, Ms. Lopez, were there public comments on agenda and non-agenda items? No? All right, we are going to be going into executive session now for the purpose of discussing legal items. We will not be taking any action, so we'll just simply be coming back to close the meeting, and we should probably be 30 to 45 minutes. Do I have a motion?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Okay, it is now 8:50 and we're coming back from executive session. Do you have a motion? Second. Take roll call, please.
Ms. Cadamatori?
Here.
Ms. Alera?
Yes.
Mr. Delatorre?
Yes.
Ms. Khanna?
Yes.
Mr. Buckles?
Yes.
Ms. McGurk?
Yes.
Ms. Simon?
Yes.
Ms. Zakarian?
Yes.